everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Nicole and this channel is all about health, habits, and designing your dream life. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the 5 signs that you are a perfectionist. Now, when I first heard the term perfectionist, I didn't classify myself as one. I was like, no, I'm not a perfectionist. I half-ass everything that I do. And what I came to realize is that perfectionists aren't perfect people. Perfectionists are actually people who fear not being perfect. They fear that they're not good enough and that the things that they do aren't good enough. And in this video, I'll be showing you 5 signs of how that actually manifests in our personality and our daily actions and behaviors. I really like the definition that Brené Brown gives to perfectionism. It's the belief that if we look perfect and we do things perfectly, that we can avoid shame and pain and fear of judgment. We think that if we don't do something perfectly or if we're not perfect enough, that something bad will happen. Either we'll get judged or ridiculed. Basically, it's this idea that we want to be perfect and we want to strive to be perfect, but nothing is ever perfect enough. And as you probably know, there really is no such thing as perfection. We're never going to be able to get something to 100% perfect. And a lot of times this leads to things like procrastination. All right, so let's jump into the 5 signs that you are a perfectionist. So number 1, I kind of already said, you are a procrastinator. You are somebody who procrastinates. So you always try and put things off until later. You say, I'll go to the gym tomorrow. We say that we'll start our diet on Monday. And how procrastination actually relates to perfectionism is that procrastination is a way of putting things off so that we don't have to feel like it's not perfect. If we don't feel like we can have a perfect workout today, then we'll leave it until tomorrow when we're feeling less tired or more motivated. If we don't feel like we can be consistent this week with our diet because we have somebody's birthday later in the week, then we'll wait until next week. We always want to have a perfect workout or a perfect diet, a perfect routine, and if we think that there's something that will mess that up, then we'll just put it off. So this leads into the second sign that you're a perfectionist, and that is all or nothing thinking. And you might have heard of this as black or white thinking as well. What this all or nothing thinking or the all or nothing mindset means is that we think that we have to be 100% perfect or not do anything at all. So kind of like what I mentioned with the procrastination is if we don't think that we can give our 100% effort into the workout today, then we just don't do anything at all. So we either think that we have to be all in and doing our best effort, or we just don't do anything at all. There's no gray area. That's why it's that black or white thinking. We think that it has to be this or this, and not, okay, let's find something in the middle. And again, as I said before, it's not realistic for us to have a perfect workout all of the time. And that's why we often struggle with things like consistency, because we think that we need to have a perfect workout, a perfect diet streak, a perfect routine in place, but we can't really accomplish that. So we procrastinate it until later. And that means that we never really end up being consistent with our routines. We can't be on all the time. We can't have perfect days all of the time. And trying to stick to a perfect routine or a perfectly consistent pattern is just not realistic. Things come up, life happens. Okay, the third sign that you might be a perfectionist is that you are an overthinker. So what this means is that you tend to think about things that are going to happen in the future, and you make a decision based off of an assumption that you make while you're overthinking. So let's say that I'm at work and I'm starting to feel a little bit tired, and I go, oh, well, the gym's probably going to be crowded after work, and, I'm not going to have the best workout because I didn't bring any snacks with me. So I've already decided that my workout isn't going to be the best because of whatever excuses I have. So I make an assumption and I make a judgment based off of that thought, and I decide from that. So I think, well, I'm not going to have a good workout, so I'm not going to go. So it kind of all plays together where I start overthinking, I start making assumptions about what's going to happen, I make a decision based off of that, I decide that it's not going to be a perfect workout, I can't go all in with it, so I'm going to procrastinate and put it off until later. I also like to think about this as failing ahead of time. So you might think that you're not going to have the best workout, so you decide not to go at all, which means that whether you went or you didn't go, your result is that you failed, essentially. You didn't go, or you didn't have a good workout, and not having a good workout means that you failed, which is definitely not the case. You can still have an okay workout. Every day is not going to be the best workout ever, but you've already decided that it's not going to be a good workout, so it's not worth your time, and then you fail to take any action at all. The next sign that you are a perfectionist is that you have fear of wasting effort. So as a perfectionist, we really don't like putting any effort into something that we think isn't going to pay off for us. And you might feel like you're somebody who lacks energy, you lack motivation, everything just feels like it's so effortful for you to do that when you put your effort into something, you want to make sure that it's paying off. So you kind of hold on to your effort and only spend it when you think that you're going to get the result that you want. So if you don't think that you're going to have a good workout, or you don't think that your nutrition plan is going to pay off, then you won't put your full effort into it, which means that you essentially sabotage yourself and you don't get the results that you want either way. Okay, and then the final sign that you are a perfectionist is that you think that you're lazy or unmotivated. So again, like I said before with our last tip, is that we want to hold on to our energy. We feel like energy is this resource that we only have so much of, so we're going to hold on to it and try and prioritize it. And if we think that we're not going to have a good workout, then we end up skipping that workout, and that then makes us feel like we're lazy. The laziness and lack of motivation also plays into the procrastination. So as a perfectionist, we're afraid that something will be hard or that we'll get judged poorly because of it. So instead, we push it off and we avoid it and we procrastinate until tomorrow or until next week. And then that makes us feel like we're lazy or we're unmotivated because we can't get ourselves to do those certain things. Okay, so those are the 5 signs that you might be a perfectionist. You procrastinate on things that you should be doing or that you want to be doing. You have an all or nothing mindset. You overthink things and fail ahead of time. You have a fear of wasting effort, and you feel like you're lazy or unmotivated. So I hope that from these 5 signs, you can really see how being a perfectionist can limit your ability to reach your health fitness goals. So reach your weight loss goals, build strength, build muscle, be consistent in the gym. This all really comes down to your perfectionism and the way that your mindset works and how it's working against you. All of these things mean that you end up self-sabotaging, and it's just to keep yourself safe. It's not a personality flaw. It's just your brain and your body trying to keep yourself safe from harm, safe from judgment, safe from fear. So instead you go home, you have a glass of wine, you eat a bag of chips, you watch some Netflix, and you keep skipping your workouts and you keep procrastinating on the things that you want to be doing. The more that you learn about your perfectionism and how it's working against you, the more that you're able to overcome that so that you are able to be consistent with your workout routine, be consistent with getting yourself to the gym, be consistent with your nutrition plan, and finally be able to get the healthy body that you are proud of. If you like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It really helps support my channel. And leave a comment down below. Are you a perfectionist? Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!